Hey guys, Jen Banks with Banks Canine Solutions. I offer in-home and group dog training in central Massachusetts. I also offer board and train for puppies. And this is my dog training Q&A. So I'm going to get right into it. Every week I let people ask me questions and I pick three and I answer them. So the first question here is, what dog walkers or pet sitters do I recommend? And I'm based in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. So there are two that I'm working with right now. There's Angela Thomas at Paw Pack Adventure Club, and she does off-leash hikes, and I've seen them myself. I met her a few weeks ago and was super impressed with just the overall control she had over her group. And she also does private, like, one-on-one walks with dogs in Leominster only. And then there's also Gina's Family Pet Sitting. She does dog walking and pet sitting in Fitchburg and Leominster. And that would be great for someone who's looking for help while they're on vacation, or getting the dog out during the day, especially if you have a young puppy or a really active dog who just needs extra help during the day. Something I do want to mention about hiring a dog walker, pet sitter, whatever, hiring someone to take care of your dog for you. If your dog doesn't listen to you, we're not going to listen to the pet sitter or the dog walker. So if you want your dog to hike off leash, but they don't know how to come when called and don't listen to you, then Angela's not going to take you on as a client. Same thing for dog walking in general. If your dog's pulling you on leash, they're probably going to pull the dog walker as well. Or if your dog is really fearful of people, they're going to have a hard time letting someone come into your house to walk them that they don't know very well. So if you're struggling with stuff like that, that is more of a training issue. Dog walkers are great for people with young, energetic dogs who are looking to get more energy out, or especially if they're struggling with getting home in time to let the dog out to go to the bathroom, like if you have a young puppy. And the off-leash hikes are great for dogs who are already off-leash trained, get along well with other dogs, and just need an extra outlet. And I will post links to both of those businesses in the comments section on this video as well, so you can go check them out. The next question is, what daycare do I recommend? I get this question a lot. Dog daycares are all over the place, and my answer is I don't. I really don't like daycare. I find that it does a lot more harm than good for most dogs. Most people should focus more on getting their dog to pay attention to them and appreciate them, and less time should be spent just getting the dog super focused on other dogs and always wanting to play with other dogs. For me, when I have a dog, I want my dog playing well with me first. Then I worry about them playing with other dogs. The only daycare that I think is run really well in the area is the Rustic Dog out in Westminster. Dave Hessel is a former colleague of mine. I would send my dogs there in a heartbeat. The problem is he's got a waiting list. I don't even know if he's taking new clients right now. So I've stopped sending people to him just because he's got so many clients right now because he's got a great thing. So Dave, maybe you should expand and so I can send you more clients again. But that is the only daycare in the area I would recommend. Most daycares they're far too focused on play. And dogs should not be allowed to just play all day with dogs. That's not healthy. What you should really look to focus on is teaching your dog how to exist with other dogs. Like my dogs right now, they're kind of just hanging out, sleeping. That's what most dogs need to learn how to do, because dogs see other dogs as a source of excitement, which is why you deal with barking on leash and out of control behavior when your dog sees other dogs, especially if they go to daycare. If the only time they interact with dogs is in this really high state of arousal, and they just assume, oh, that's how I just interact with other dogs, or that's how I behave with other dogs when I see them. So that for the vast majority of people, I think daycare does way more harm than good for the dog. If you are looking for other ways to get some energy out, I mean, dog friends are great. If you have friends or family members or whatever that will do dog play dates with you, I always recommend that over daycare. And treadmill training also. There are tons of resources on YouTube. If you just type in treadmill train your dog, you'll find something, and that's another good way to kind of get some energy out for an older dog, not a dog under 10 months. And the last question today, this is popping up a lot. How do I stop my dog from humping? I'm not sure what the dog is humping. It doesn't really matter. It shouldn't be appropriate. I've heard everything from the dogs humping people to other dogs to dog beds. Humping in general, I find it becomes a neurotic behavior after a while, and any sort of neurotic behavior needs to be stopped. So I do correct humping as soon as I see it, regardless of what the dog is humping, it doesn't matter. I might correct it with a squirt bottle or a bonker or a pet convincer, but I'm going to do something to stop that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. People think it's so funny that their dog humps things, and I don't understand why that's funny. I think it's so gross and so disrespectful, especially if they're doing it to people. So humping for sure should be corrected immediately at any age. My Bamba, my older dog, he tried to hump me once when he was 9 weeks old, and I corrected him for it. Not an acceptable behavior ever, and he never tried it again. But if your dog's humping like a dog bed or a toy, that's not okay either. You can correct the behavior, you can take the dog bed away. It doesn't solve the behavior, but it prevents it from happening. But certainly you're looking to stop that and not allow it at all. So that's all I've got for the dog training question and answer today. I hope you guys all have a lovely day. The sun is out here in New England. It hasn't been out much the past few days, so enjoy the sun, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!